Hi everyone and welcome back. Today we are going to study our study number 5 that is focusing a lot on the left hand fingering. I've made for you here the instructions. As you can see, we have two new notes, which are this one, the E bass, note E, which we are going to play with our thumb on the string number 6. It's an open string. Then we have the G sharp, which is on the string number 3, but this time we on the first fret here. Okay, we usually are going to play it with finger number 1 of the left hand. The rest of the notes are the same as the previous lessons, so you should already know them by memory. So study number 5 begins with letter number C, as we already know, 4 beats per measure. We also notice that we have two voices. The first one is the main one, the storyteller, and then we have bass, which is essentially made with whole notes. So whole notes is 4 beats, remember. The first one is a D, the second bass is going to be an F, the third bass an E, and another E. So let's begin with the first bar. We have on the first line, on the first voice, we have a D note that we are going to press with our third finger here on the third fret. And this one is played with a bass, the D note, which we can find it on the string number 4. And I'm going to play both of them. The D note with my middle finger, the bass with my thumb. Then I have a note. This time I have put finger number 1. I put this finger number 1 and not the number 2 as usual, because I'm going to need my second finger of my left hand for the bass. I'm going to show you immediately in 1 second. So I have a D note, A note, another D note, and E note, open string. So I'm going to play the first bar. Then second bar. It's pretty much the same on the first voice. The only change is here on the bass, where I'm going to use the finger number 2. So I'm going to play finger number 2, I'm going to place it on the F note, which is 3rd fret, string number 4. And the rest will be the same as bar number 1. Let me play this together. I think that's a beautiful study. You all can already feel the sound of a melancholic melody. I think it's beautiful. So I was saying before, I've chosen those fingering because I need my second finger for this bass. Regarding the right hand fingering, in the right hand I will use for most all the this study the same fingers, and which are thumb for the bass, index for the third string, middle for the second string, and ring finger for the first string. Let me show to you. I'm going to play one more time the first 2 bars, and please watch my right hand. As you can see, I keep playing with the same fingering on my right hand. Then we have bar number 3 and 4, which are basically the same. I'm going to put on my first voice the C note, which is here, and on the bass the E note, which is here, 4th string, 2nd fret with 2nd finger. So I'm going to play. Then next note is a G note, open string, back to the C note and E note. As you can see, my right hand is keeping the same fingering, which are middle, index, middle, ring finger. And last measure is the same as the previous one. So I'm going to play all the line. Let's go to the second line. First bar, bar number 5. I only have voice number 1 without the bass. I have a B note, open string, A note, B note, E note. Next bar is exactly the same. Keep in mind, I'm using the same fingering on the right hand. Middle finger, index, middle, ring finger, and the same from here. Middle finger, index, middle, ring finger. And now, last bar of this line, we have our new note, the E bass, which we can find it on the string number 6, open string. As you can see here, I've put the number inside the circle, which indicates the string. Let's go to our next line. I have first bar as this one. I have also third bar as this one. So I'm going to place my fingers and I'm going to play. Same as first line. Now second bar will change. We have a little scale made by the note F, E on the first string, then D and C on the second string. Of course here I will change my fingering on the right hand and I will use either index, medium, or the opposite, medium, index, medium, index. The important thing is that I will alternate the fingers. I will not use always the same. Then the third bar I have the same as on the first line. So I'm going to place my fingers and play C note, G note, C and E. And here I have another scale. D note and C on the second string, and then B and A. B still on the second string, this time open string, and then A note here on the third string, second fret. Let me rephrase all the line for you. And now, last line, starting from bar number 12, I have a B note, A note, back to the B and E note, and now the same as the previous bar. Here I have the same line, adding a bass, the F note, which is on the fourth string, fret number 3, 0 open string, and here third finger here. Then A note with my second finger, back to the B open string and E. Last bar is made by a chord that has only whole notes. On the bass I'm going to find our new E bass note, which I'm going to play with open string and with the thumb. As you can see, 0. Then I have another new note, which is the G sharp. As you remember, is here. You have everything written in the instructions. So it's third string, first finger on the fret number 1, so this one. And then I have two open strings, the second one and the first one. B note and E note. So I'm going to play all of them, and I'm going to play simultaneously, closing very gently my hand, like this. Let me play all the tune slowly for you, so you can have a better idea of the sound of this beautiful study. I really hope you are going to enjoy studying this beautiful tune. Please keep in mind, try to give a little bit of sustain when you are playing. Don't separate too much like this. No, try to keep pressing in a very gentle way, of course, the fingers of the left hand to the strings in order to give more sustain, as I said before, to the notes. This was the lesson of today. Thank you so much. Check the description of this video in order to find the link where you can download this study. Have a beautiful week. See you next time. Ciao, ciao.